very good morning indeed. This is News First Primetime Sunrise coming to you live on MTV Sports. I am Shayan Jurampati. We start off with a look at your headlines. Measures underway to come into a series of agreements to secure the release of vessels and other equipment under Indian custody. Several roads around the Parliament closed in view of Independence Day celebrations. MP Mahinda Amaraveera says that they can topple the government at any given time. Blast hits Nigeria election rally of its president, killing 1 and injuring 18. Well, today is Navam Full Moon Poe Day. Buddhists across the island celebrate the many significant events of the Buddhist calendar that took place on this day.
Navam Full Moon Poe Day has special significance for the Buddhists in Sri Lanka and in the world over. The appointment of the two chief disciples of Gautama Buddha as Agdasavaka, namely Sariputta and Moggallana, took place on a Navam Full Moon Poe Day. On a day like this, the Buddha proclaimed for the first time a code of fundamental ethical precepts for the monks. It is on a Navam Full Moon Poe Day that the Buddha announced that within 3 months his parinibbana will take place.
The Ministry of Fisheries says that measures are underway to come into a series of agreements with the objective of securing the release of fishing vessels and other equipment which are under the custody of both Indian and Sri Lankan authorities. State Minister of Fisheries Dilip Vedarachi said that discussions over the matter are in progress with the Indian authorities. Minister of Fisheries Dilip Vedarachi said that the aforementioned series of agreements are scheduled to receive the approval of the President over the course of this week. Thereafter, measures will be taken to present facts on this matter to court to secure the immediate release of fishing vessels and equipment of both Sri Lanka and India. The State Minister said that they hope to recover 18 Sri Lankan fishing vessels and equipment under Indian custody. State Minister Vedarachi went on to note that they have received reports that these vessels and equipment have been subjected to attempted robberies and other damages. Meanwhile, speaking in Kuliapudi yesterday, State Minister of Power and Energy Palitha Range Bandara expressed his views on the ban on Sri Lankan fish exports by the European Union. Our tuna resource is not being purchased by the international market. That's because the European Union has imposed a ban on our fish exports. Because of this, we are unable to sell this resource of ours. So in order to lift this ban, the Prime Minister and Fisheries Minister Dilip Vedarachi held a discussion with the European Union. As a result of this discussion, we have been asked to amend the country's Fisheries Act. In order to amend this act, we tabled it in Parliament last Friday. But our time was wasted in Parliament last Friday and nothing productive was able to be done. The police headquarters says that several roads around the Parliament will be closed between 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. today and tomorrow in view of the Independence Day celebrations. We contacted police media spokesperson SSP Adithrona for more information in this regard.
A special traffic plan is implemented in respect of the roads in the vicinity of Parliament ground today and tomorrow. Today, independence rehearsals are conducted and tomorrow, independence parade is conducted. Therefore, the vehicle movements in respect of the following roads will be restricted from 6 to 11 today and tomorrow. The roads are Japan-Sri Lanka Friendship Road, Halawatha Road, Pencil Kobbakaduwa Parliament Grounds Inner Circle Road and Polduwa Junction towards Parliament Road. Therefore, the road users are requested to select alternative roads during this period. However, 174 buses could be moved as usually, but other vehicles should select alternative roads. And apart from that, the buses that start from Pencil Kobbakaduwa Mawatha have been shifted to Malambe town temporary. Tomorrow, the buses are operated from Malambe until the independence parade is concluded.
The 28th session of the United Nations Human Rights Council is scheduled to take place in Geneva next month. The investigations that were carried out by the UN regarding the human rights violations in Sri Lanka will also be tabled at this session. Attorney at Law Dr. Pratibha Mahanamaheva says that Sri Lanka could expect a favourable response at the session following the change of political power in the country.
With
the change that took place on the 8th of January, the United States has already taken a few favourable steps. The former US ambassador to Sri Lanka has said to the US government to put an immediate stop to investigations. Many US diplomats are visiting Sri Lanka these days. It was the United States that sponsored this proposal, and with the recent change of circumstances, the UN will allow us some time, even if it is tabled. An accident involving two buses has been reported in close proximity to the Mount Lavinia police station. However, no casualties have been reported and measures are being taken to rescue an individual who is reported to be stuck inside a bus. We now have police media spokesperson SSP Adit Rona with more details of the accident. Taking a look back at the story, an accident involving two buses was reported in close proximity to the Mount Lavinia police station. However, no casualties were reported. Police media spokesperson SSP Adit Rona has more on the accident.
A person has been critically injured in an accident occurred this morning at 5:45 on the Gold Road in front of Mount Lavinia police station. A bus that was going towards Colombo had collided with a bus that has been stopped in front of the police station. Thereafter, a rescue operation was conducted to rescue one of the passengers because he was not able to take out due to the accident. He has been admitted to Aluboville Hospital at the moment.
On to a headline-making story this morning. Parliamentarian Mahinda Amaravira says that there is a possibility of toppling the government at any given time. The parliamentarian made this observation while attending a function yesterday. The function was organised to declare open the new building at the Kahandava Primary School in Ranna. The construction of the building, which was carried out at a cost of 3.5 million rupees, was done at the intervention of the Minister of Economic Development of the previous government. We have the ability of forming a government at any given time. Even today, we can bring in a proposal in Parliament and appoint our own Prime Minister. We can appoint a cabinet of ministers. It is out of respect to the new president that we are allowing this 100-day program to continue. But that doesn't mean we will support everything that this government does. From the incidents that took place in the recent past, it is clear that the minister in charge of the police is not doing his duty well. Therefore, if we feel that the police is not carrying out its duties properly, we will have to think whether we are to keep the minister in charge of the police. Vehicular movement on the Puttlam-Anuradhapura road in the Sellakandal area in Puttlam was obstructed due to a wild elephant. The elephant that came to the 4th mile post of the Puttlam-Anuradhapura road had remained on the road obstructing traffic for close to 30 minutes. According to our correspondent, when this elephant moves away from the road, another wild elephant had come onto the road. Subsequently, both elephants had moved out of the road. And that is a wrap of today's edition of News First Primetime Sunrise. It was a pleasure having you with us. For the News First team, I am Shayan Jirampati, and you have a pleasant day ahead of you. Bye and take care.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.